Billy Bob Thornton, who has 6 marriages under his belt, is well known for his eccentric nature and Hollywood-buzzing relationships. At the height of their careers, he and Angelina Jolie had a whirlwind romance. But 3 years later, their marriage fell apart. Years later, Billy Bob is now disclosing the true cause of his and Jolie's breakup. Thornton's modest upbringing and early hardships are revealed in this personal biography, which also sheds light on his life and the circumstances surrounding his unexpected and strange marriage. Born in Hot Springs, Arkansas, on August 4, 1955, Billy Bob Thornton was a gifted actor who grew up in a modest hut without plumbing or electricity. Father William Raymond Thornton, a high school teacher and basketball coach, and his mother Virginia Roberta, who claimed to be a psychic, reared him. Despite having dyslexia, he developed a love for athletics and excelled as a baseball player in high school. Thornton tried a number of occupations after graduating from Malin High School in 1973, including pouring asphalt for the State Transportation Department of Arkansas. After leaving Henderson State University to pursue a degree in psychology, he eventually relocated to Los Angeles in the middle of the 1980s, where he found it difficult to succeed as an actor. Small parts and TV series and films marked the beginning of Thornton's acting career. He debuted on stage in 1987 in the thriller Hunter's Blood in the drama Beethoven's Symphonies. He also starred in small parts in Matlock and South of Reno, but it was one foolish move in 1992 that gave him attention for both his acting and writing abilities. Sling Blade, a movie that Thornton wrote, directed and starred in, was his breakthrough performance in 1996. A mentally challenged man who committed a horrifying murder is the subject of the film, which is an extension of a short film he had previously created. Thornton received a nomination for Best Actor and an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay for Sling Blade. As his career took off, Thornton starred in big-budget movies, including All the Pretty Horses, Daddy and Them, Primary Colors, and Armageddon. With movies like Daddy and Them and All the Pretty Horses, he also gave directing another go, though the latter left him disappointed. Thornton, who was known for portraying unconventional and daring characters, starred in the black comedy Bad Santa while directing. With parts in movies like Friday Night Lights and The Alamo, Thornton's acting career continued to flourish. He even dabbled in television, starring in the 2014 FX series Fargo, for which he won a Golden Globe in 2016 for his performance as psychotic hitman Lauren Malvo. In another highly praised portrayal that demonstrated his range as an actor, he played a washed-up lawyer in Amazon's Goliath. Billy Bob Thornton's 5th marriage to Angelina Jolie became as well known in his personal life as his roles in Hollywood. In 1978, he married Melissa Lee Gatlin for the first time, although their union was short-lived. Although their marriage did not last long, they welcomed a daughter called Amanda in June 1979. In 2020, Amanda's legal team tried to prove her innocence after she was given a 20-year prison sentence for the 2008 death of her friend's 1-year-old daughter. Cinda Williams, a Chicago-born actress who rose to fame in Hollywood with parts in Imo and Better Blues, was Thornton's 3rd wife. Even though they collaborated, there was little romantic spark in their relationship. Therefore, they broke up amicably. Later, Cinda discovered love with Rodney Plummer, a film producer, and the two of them have a child together. She frequently shares updates on their life together on social media, demonstrating her ability to move over her brief union with Thornton. The Chernacks were married in 1993 and had 2 kids, Harry and William. Their marriage appeared to be wonderful at first, but when Potra filed for divorce from Thornton in 1997, claiming marital abuse, things were anything but. According to Petra, Thornton had physically assaulted her on occasion, even in front of their kids. Their relationship suffered as a result of Billy Bob's denial of these accusations. Despite the breakup and Thorin's subsequent marriages, this episode continued to cast a pall over his private life. Billy Bob Thornton, who was already well known at the time, married Angelina Jolie in 2000. They had been living together and making plans for the future for more than 2 years. But when they met on the set of the 1999 movie, The Untamed Love Story, their relationship took a different turn. Jolie and Thornton grew close quite fast, and eventually their relationship became amorous. Thornton's engagement to Laura D ended before anyone knew it. Jolie later claimed that she never heard from her boyfriend again after he got married while she was overseas working on a movie. Jolie and Thornton shocked everyone by getting married in a Las Vegas wedding in May 2000, only a few months after they first met. Everyone was taken aback by the wedding, particularly Laura D, who had been engaged to Thornton until that time. The pair, who were unusual, out of the ordinary, and incredibly in love, were the focus of attention from that point on. Romantic meals and public shows of affection were the norm in Hollywood at the time. But Jolie and Thornton went above and above. They were wild, unpredictable, and unconcerned with what other people thought. Wearing vials of each other's blood around their necks was one of their most talked about peculiarities, which only served to heighten their mystique and their unmatched love. The June 2000 premiere of Gone in 60 Seconds was one event that stands out. In an interview with MTV, they were unable to keep their hands off one another as they walked the red carpet, sharing a passionate kiss in front of photographers. When questioned about their most thrilling vehicle ride, Thornton did not mince words. He said without doubt that he believes it was today. As we were driving here, their degree of transparency about their relationships set them apart from other Hollywood couples and maintained public interest. Jolie and Thornton's unusual conduct continued to amaze many throughout their relationship. In an interview conducted in December 2000, Thornton addressed some of the rumors that were circulating about them. The couple's alleged underwear exchange was one of the most well-known rumors. He explained that, although the report was not totally untrue, it had been exaggerated. As they talked about how much they loved one another, their romance kept making news. The pair told us in an interview last week that they had erected a padded room in the Beverly Hills house they had bought, which they would use when their love for one another became too strong. When it came to light in July 2001 that the pair wore necklaces made of each other's blood, the media went into overdrive. People began picturing the pair strolling around with buckets of blood, hanging around their necks since the narrative became so ludicrous. Later on, Thornton clarified that it was easier than that. Jolie and Thornton's wild-centric activities, which set them apart from other Hollywood couples at the time, kept the public captivated. They were not afraid to express their love and push the limits of what was considered normal. Maddox, a 7-month-old kid from Cambodia, was the target of Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton's joint adoption plan. But when they broke up, their relationship started to fall apart. After adopting Maddox as a single parent, Jolie later stated that Thornton was not involved in the adoption and has never made any public remarks regarding the matter. Though neither Thornton nor Jolie ever acknowledged or disputed the accusations, there were whispers of adultery circulating at the time. It was said that Thornton was visiting a therapist for a sex addiction and that he had slept with the therapist. Their relationship ended in the summer of 2002 as a result of the gossip, which only made things more tense. After reflecting on their breakup, Jolie acknowledged that they had changed too much as people to keep their marriage intact. Jolie talked candidly about the reason behind the divorce in a 2005 interview with Vanity Fair, saying that they had just drifted apart. Clarified that she and Thornton had lost any commonalities because they had changed so drastically in such a short period of time. They had nothing in common one day, Jolie explained, and it was frightening. But that is what happens when you get connected and do not know yourself yet. Thornton progressively revealed the reasons behind their 2003 split, likening it to an unexpected catastrophe. Comparing their separation to an unexpected catastrophe, he acknowledged that their parting was unexpected and left him feeling bewildered. Over the years, it became evident that their relationship had abruptly changed. When Jolie was busy working with the UN and organizing adoptions, Thornton has talked candidly about feeling out of place in their marriage and stating that he never felt good enough for her. He would much rather stay out of the spotlight. Thornton disclosed in 2018 that their radically divergent lives were the primary cause of their divorce. Thornton was more of an introvert and liked to stay indoors, whereas Jolie had a worldly lifestyle, always traveling and participating in important causes. Even if their relationship was brief, it is undeniable that their closeness endures despite the passage of time. They still complement each other, demonstrating that even though their love may have waned, their regard for one another hasn't. In Thornton's 2012 book, The Billy Bob Tapes, A Cave Full of Ghosts, Jolie contributed a foreword in which she praised him. She said she loved him, despite the fact that he was unable to stop the voices in his brain. Even though Thornton and Jolie's romance ended a long time ago, it is evident that they both hold a great deal of respect for one another. Their brief time together had a profound impact on both their personal lives and the public's perception. Before being married in 2014, Thornton and Connie England dated for 12 years after meeting on the set of Bad Santa in 2002. They avoided the spotlight and kept matters quiet, especially in the wake of the overwhelming media attention. During his well-publicized marriage to England, Thornton acknowledged that he was not in a rush to be married again. The pair decided in 2014 that it was time for a low-key ceremony at their Los Angeles home, away from prying eyes and away from paparazzi. Thornton's relationship with England was very different from his previous one, as seen by this small, low-key wedding. The way Thornton and England personalities meshed nicely together is one factor contributing to their long-lasting love. In contrast to his wild days with England, who shares a gentler lifestyle, Thornton has frequently characterized himself as a homebody who feels uncomfortable among wealthy or significant people. In a 2016 GQ interview, Thornton revealed that Connie is much more his style. They both want to stay at home, and since their daughter Bella is homeschooled, Thornton can spend even more time with them. As a makeup and special effects artist, England contributed to big-budget movies like Men in Black and Planet of the Apes, but he maintained a far lower profile than Thornton's former collaborators. She has always been commended by Thornton for her ability to comprehend his distinct nature. England was content to stay at home with him and avoid the spotlight while Jolie was out meeting with international leaders and working on important causes. Their bond is based on normal, daily living, which Thornton seemed to appreciate after his numerous failed marriages, being a father once more, and leading a balanced existence. Thornton also had to adjust to fatherhood later in life, as they received a daughter, Bella, in 2004. He has talked positively of their time spent with Bella, highlighting their strong relationship and love of pop music. Love can take time, but it can be worth the wait, as seen by Thornton's relationship with England, even his ex-wife Angelina Jolie, and he has maintained a cordial connection, demonstrating that friendship and respect can occasionally endure in partnerships that end. Now, what do you think about this video? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video.